Hi, in the last class we saw how can we record a script using Selenium IDE. So in this particular session I will show you how can we run a script using Selenium IDE. Okay, so before that let me just select any statement. So yeah, I selected this type statement, right? So if you see we have three segments over here like command, target and value. So what is a command, what is a target and what is a value? So based on these three segments, our script is running. So command is nothing but what actions you are performing on a web browser. You are typing something, or you are selecting a value from a drop down, or you are clicking on something. Okay. Target is nothing but on which web element you are performing that particular action. So here we need to provide the locator. In this case, it has taken ID locator. Okay, so if I expand this drop down, it has name, it has CSS, it has XPath. Okay, so you can select any locator, but the first preference has been given to ID always. Okay, but I can go for name as well. Okay, it is totally up to me. And if you see, there is something called as value. So values are optional because for some of the events, or say for some of the operations I may need a value, and for some of the operations I may not need a value. Okay, because if I want to type something, then I need a value, or if I want to select something from a drop down, I need a value, right? But if I have to click on something, I don't need a value, because if you see, this click event or click command doesn't have any value because I just have to click on something. Okay, so values are optional. Okay, so now let me just run this script and show you. Okay, so if you see, it has one button, run current test. Okay, let me just go up and open. So open is the command for opening your application under test. And if you see this single slash, right, single forward slash, it is referring to your base URL. That means it is going to take help of this base URL for opening your application under test. Okay, so let me just run this script. So it has opened your application under test and it has clicked on register link. Now it is filling the registration form. Okay, so all my test steps have been passed. If you see, it has given like runs 1 and failures 0, right? So all my test steps have been passed, and this is your log where you can like see the step one by one. Okay, which statement has got passed, which statement has got failed. Okay, so you can see all your logs. Okay, so let me just tell you one more thing. So as of now, actually we are only running the script, but we are not verifying anything. Okay, so what I will do, I will insert one statement over here. You can insert statement on your own as well. Okay, for example, I will do right click and I will select this insert new command. Okay, so before clicking on register link, first I need to verify whether this register link is present or not. Okay, so what I will do, I have one command called as verify element present. So I'll just write verify element present. Okay, and I'll give the same locator, link text is equal to say register. Now let me run this particular script again. Okay, so now it has launched my browser and it is running the script. Okay, so what I will do next is intentionally I will make that particular test step fail. How? See, I just have to change the locator, or like I can give any other name to ID. Okay, so what I will do, I'll just go here and I'll change link text is equal to say register 1. Okay, now let me run this script. So if I run this script again, what will happen? So it will fail the script because obviously there is no register one link, right? But it did not stop my execution. It went ahead with the next line of code. Okay, it's running. Yeah, so if you see, the particular test case got failed, and if I want to see at which step my particular test case got failed, so this is the one. Yeah, okay, because it was not able to find this link register 1, so it has given the error message element with locator link text is equal to register 1 could not be found, but it did not stop my execution. Okay, so now instead of verify, what if I will give assert? Okay, so let me just go here and change this command to assert. So instead of verify, I'll just give here assert element present. Okay, so I'll close this browser. Again, I will run it. Before that, let me clear the log. So I'll just run this script. Okay, so it has launched my application, but it has failed my test case and it stopped the execution. Okay, so this is the difference between your verify and assert. So if you go for verify, if the statement gets failed, that means if your expected result is not matching with your actual result, then the statement will get failed. It will throw error, but it will go ahead with the next line of code. It will not stop your execution. But if you go for assert, if the assertion gets failed, it will stop the execution then and there only. So it is totally up to you, like whether you go for assert or you will go for verify. Okay, because if you know that okay, it's a showstopper defect. So like for example, one test step gets failed and you won't be able to proceed after that, then you have to go for assert, because other test cases are like going further will not be of any use, right? So that is the reason you can go for assert statement. Okay, so that the test step will get failed and it will stop the execution then and there only. But if you are verifying any text, okay, so you want the system to throw exception, but you do not want to stop your execution. It will go, after throwing error, it will go ahead with the next line of code. Okay, so what we got to know from here is, so difference between verify and assert. Okay, so what is the difference between verify and assert? So in case of verify, if the step or say statement gets failed, then the system will then error will be thrown and the script will be continued. Okay, that means the script or say like the system will go ahead with the next line of code, whereas in case of assert, if the assert statement or step gets failed, then it will stop the execution then and there. Okay, it will not go ahead with the next line of code. Okay, so this is the difference between verify and assert. This can be an interview question as well. Okay, so as of now we saw like how can we record a test case and how can we run a test case using Selenium IDE of Chrome. So in the same way you can try with Firefox. You can add Selenium IDE extension to Firefox and you can record a test case and you can run that particular test case against Firefox. So in the next class, uh, we will get started with Java. Okay, after that we will again uh, go to Selenium WebDriver. Okay, so thanks for watching this video. Thank you.